There's a remake of an old classic game coming out called Lollipop Chainsaw. I think they're calling it RePOP. Yeah, Lollipop Chainsaw RePOP. It's basically a remake of a cult classic game that came out, I want to say 2014. The first trailer was 2012. That's the original trailer. So somewhere around in there is when the game originally dropped. Never had the chance to play this game, but I remember people talking about it, and it's over-the-top, fun action. That's what I was told, with a sexy protagonist. She's basically in a cheerleader outfit most of the game, and it's got a following, and they're remaking it. And if it does well, you'll probably get a follow-up, I'm guessing. So the biggest concern that people have had for this game is censorship. We live in the modern era. Things are different now. It's not 2014 anymore, boys. Here's a little bit of the gameplay. I'm not going to show too much, but I want to give you an idea of what this game is. This is from Gamer's Little Playground. Has an upgraded version of it, 4K. So somebody went in and up-converted it. And it's its own thing, as you can see. The zombie game with a cheerleader and a skimpy skirt. It's got a big following, at least a cult following of people that like it. The reason that people are concerned is you see what happens in today's day and age, right? With games like this, they come out and they get censored. They change things. And it's not what original fans want. And they want those fans to come back and play this again. And if it does well, you could probably see a sequel happen. So a producer has come out and said, yeah, we have the same feelings about censorship as you do. Trying to assure fans, hey, we're not going to censor the game. It's crazy that he has to come out and do this, really, if you think about it. Because when this game came out in 2012, 2013, whenever it dropped, it was a different time. And you could release a game like this, and nobody would really bat an eye. But in 2024, you're really not allowed to release games like this. So, yeah, he's got to come out and say, look, we have no interest in censoring this game. We don't want to censor it. That's not a plan that we have to do. You're going to get a game that's true to the original. And that's what he's been coming out and doing. So he's a producer and CEO of the studio that's releasing this, apparently, Jorgami Games. And he's assured fans that the dev team behind the original release of the cult classic hack and slash title have absolutely zero interest in seeing their work subjected to censorship. Yasuda, who also served as a producer on the original Lollipop Chainsaw, provided this insight into the internal debate surrounding RePOP's development on May 16th via a post he made on his personal Twitter account. And he informed in both Japanese and English, we, the original staff, have the same feelings about censorship as you do. At current time, it's unknown just how many of Lollipop Chainsaw's original production team, if any, have returned alongside him to develop RePOP. And I guess James Gunn wrote this. I didn't know that. That's crazy. However, regardless of whether the original devs are taking a stance against censorship from either or internal or external position, the fact that they are so willing to and confident to speak up at all, even if it's via a collective statement issued by Yasuda, bodes well for the survival of Suda51 and Gunn's original artistic vision. I think it's also worth pointing out here that, and it's in the article, that in an interview in 2023, they asked a producer on the game and about the censorship stuff, and he said, yeah, they decided to use the original scenario and script without any changes. So I think that's good. I hate censorship on gaming, and I hate what they've been doing lately, especially in games like Spider-Man 2, what they did to MJ. And MJ looks like a dude in that game. She's got a man's face. And it's the same with that Star Wars Outlaws game, too. It's this big thing that's been going on with women characters in video games lately. They have to give them, like, masculine features. You know, blurring the lines more between women and men. And people are getting sick of this shit. And it's making games like this get a lot of attention. And that's why you see games like this get attacked left and right. Because they want to get rid of shit like this. So I'm happy to see that they're not going to cut. Now, I don't know what kind of release this is going to get, if this is only on PC or if this is going to be on PlayStation or Xbox. It'll be interesting to see if Sony makes them censor this, which they've done before. Sony will censor shit and say, you got to make changes if you want to release this on our platform. And if that happens, I hope they come out and name Sony and say they made them do this. We'll see what happens with this, but the fact that they're coming out and trying to assure people that there won't be any censorship makes me happy, and actually makes me want to buy the game and play it. I never played the original, so this would be my first time playing it. It looks fun. Looks like a fun little action game with an over-the-top story and some sex appeal. So it's something that I would want to check out. So we'll see what happens. Let me know how you feel about this game. Have you played this game? I know it has a cult following. It's got a big cult following, actually. So we'll see what happens. Let me know if you've played it. What are your thoughts on this game? What are your thoughts on the original? Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.